All right, you little bastards. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and call the criminal docket. I'll ask for announcements from the attorneys. Anyone who's present who either doesn't have an attorney or your attorney's not present, make sure I know where you are and that you're here. Give me just a moment. All right, on the criminal side, State versus Hipólito Ramirez.
Not present in the courtroom.
Okay, it says there was a Cnty called in August of last year. Has he been picked up since then, or?
Joanne, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, there you go. Sorry. Yes, Judge, I apologize. This was an old case. He was issued a Cnty. He never showed up for court. He's called me a couple of times and I've explained to him several times that he does need to appear on this case. He does live in Dallas, so I'm not sure what kind of notice he was given to appear for today.
All right, no show. State versus Jesse Reyes.
We're present, Judge.
And they enjoy many other benefits, including discounted tuition rates and course credit for military students.
All right, I'll mark you conferring. Mr. Reyes is with you, or?
He should be on the line. I don't know if
Want to earn college credit quickly?
he's on the he's on Zoom, Judge.
Job training and a variety of
It's under Daniela.
You can also earn credit through nationally known examinations,
Okay.
Dante's, and easy tests to help students through the
All right, Tori Liao.
I'm here from Your Honor. I didn't have any notice of this, so I don't know if he had any notice of this.
Judge, he should be in custody.
Okay.
Okay,
Is my bailiff there? Is Liz there?
Sorry, the computer muted.
It was muted. He is present here in custody. We have him here, Katie.
okay.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
State
you.
versus Julian Hernandez.
Here, Your Honor.
All right, and
I think
Have
the
you heard
attorney
from-
filed a motion to withdraw, Judge.
well, has anybody approved it?
I'm not sure. That was just the only note I had.
All right, have
Judge.
you heard from your attorney, sir?
No, sir, I haven't. I tried to get a hold of him this morning.
All right, I'll ask you to call him again.
Yeah.
Jose Nunez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Fausto Sosa. He
Not
is,
present in the courtroom.
he's what?
Not present in the courtroom.
Yes, no, he's not present because he was sentenced to some time in federal court, Your Honor. He is in transit right now because he recently got sentenced to 46 months plus 3 years of supervised release. The prosecutor in this case was going to review.
Okay, I'll just mark you confirmed. Pedro Hernandez.
Is in custody, present.
All right, I'm gonna ask the Public Defender's Office to get with him on a court-appointed attorney's affidavit, if that hasn't happened already. Tori Leal,
He's also present in custody.
all right, same request. Ashley Luna,
She's present in my office, Your Honor.
Mark, you conferring?
Thank you.
Pardon me, Judge, I don't mean to interrupt, but Tori Leal, isn't that the one that Ms. Roberts is appointed to that is up in Dallas?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry, that we called earlier in the docket?
I think there's only been, and she's been appointed on the one case and the other ones need to be interviewed or a short order appointment.
Okay, all right, just give me a short order. I'll appoint everybody or appoint her to all of the cases. Coronado Cuevas,
He's in custody, present.
We'll confer, Your Honor.
Blaine Nez,
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Ness is under Gloria. He's the gentleman raising his hand. Judge, Mr. Ness lives in New Mexico, and the requirement was that he needed to show up and be present today so that a warrant would not be issued for his arrest. He does have court dates, and I filed a motion to modify his conditions because right now he is restricted to Frio County, and I was asking that that be modified because he is a resident of New Mexico. But that's him in the black shirt, Judge.
all right, thank you. I'll mark you conferring. If I need to have a hearing, I'll do that.
Thank you.
All right, Leal again. Anybody else told to be here today on a criminal case? Okay, I'll release the attorney, Ms. Carranza. Anybody who has nothing on the civil docket? All right, JW Power Company versus Frio County. I see Mr. Moore is here.
Plaintiff is present.
Defendant is present, ready, Your Honor.
All right, 2 hours.
This is a docket entry. This is just on the orders that was rescheduled from, I think, first late April and then early May.
It's also the motion to compel on the second RFP, Judge. I'm going to guess 30, 40 minutes.
And I think less than that, given that they finally got us the confidentiality order late Friday, which is what we discussed is a prerequisite to get this sorted.
All right, I'm going to mark you conferring, and I'm going to make Ms. Riley the host, ask her to make me the co-host, and ask you to confer in a breakout room. In the interest of the Zarzosa children,
I'm here, Your Honor, for that. We didn't get the citation on that until Friday, and so we did not get that served in time, that one or the next case. So I'm just gonna file a motion to extend the TRO on
okay.
both of those cases.
Do you know what date you want it to be set for?
I don't off the top of my head, Your Honor.
All right, so reset on request.
Okay.
Okay, and how do you pronounce that first name? Is that Unique, something else?
It's unique.
Unique.
I have a niece that spells it the same way, Judge. They would call her Unike and all sorts of names, but it's unique. It's unique.
Okay. My wife had a student who was spelled L-A and then a dash and then a U-H. And that is pronounced Ladasha.
I've heard of that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The dash is not silent, as she would say. Okay. All right, and then on the add-ons,
Ladasha.
Brenda Torres et al. Versus Roland Segovia.
Your Honor, Paul Taylor, I'm the guardian ad litem for the minors. I just need about 5 minutes of your time whenever you can fit me in.
Well, this is all the dockets I have this morning. So is this just a prove up?
Yes, but we haven't been able to get the parents there on Zoom. They're kind of hard to deal with. It's a small case. Just wondering if we can prove it up by affidavit and send you an agreed judgment, if that would be sufficient, if we get them to sign affidavits.
What kind of damages are we talking about?
It's just a car wreck. $30,000 was split between 3 children.
All right, that's fine. I guess I ask you to submit that by e-file, and if I have any questions, I'll ask them. I'll contact you.
That would be awesome.
For the
Thank you,
plaintiff.
Judge. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna put affidavits in order to be filed. All right.
I may interrupt. There's somebody sitting in the courtroom and I don't know if they announced that person that's sitting in there.
Yes, that's
Yes.
the chap from New Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
But thanks. All right, I'm going to let the power company confer, and I'm going to look at the Atascosa and Wilson tech share cases, see what's in there. All right, and Mr. Swinney, Mr. Moore, did you get an invitation to a breakout room?
I have not, Your Honor.
I have not yet
Judge,
either.
I'm just fixing to do it. I was sending them a
Oh,
note
okay.
to see who else needed to be in the room with them.
Oh, okay, okay. Go ahead, you're ahead of me. I'll be here. I'll just be working on a tech share and my judge's docket.
Also posted the dates, Judge, on the chat as well.
And Judge Wilson, Jose Nunez is on Zoom, so he may have gotten sentenced, but I guess he hasn't gone into custody yet.
Okay. I'm gonna,
That's him with the glasses looking at the computer.
all right, I see. I'll mark him present and not in custody.
And Your Honor, could you can you send me and Leslie to a breakout room?
All right, Ms. Riley's the host. She's in charge of breakout rooms.
Yes, I can do that. Who needs to go?
Sosa Fausto and Ms.
Okay.
Carranza.
Okay. I'll get y'all there in a second.
Lori, this is Joanne with probation. Pedro Hernandez is the one that's in custody and he needs to be interviewed from the TRLA, Mr. Ramirez.
Where's he at, located at? Is he in the jail or?
I'm not sure. Girls District Clerk.
It's in person here in the courthouse. So
Oh,
So where do I put? Oh, can we get him in a room then?
Yes, get him to Gloria's computer.
Gloria's computer, okay. And yet you said, so Investigator Ramirez then, okay? Jose, wait, no, it's Blaine Nez, you're in a, Sylvia Rodriguez needs to speak to you, but I guess he needs to be in a room too.
Yes, sir. We're setting up that computer right now.
Okay, so I guess he'll go first. Sylvia's in a room waiting for him, and then I guess we can get the other person.
Okay, let me check up on it.
Thank you.
Ms. Rodriguez is in room 3, ma'am.
Yes. So Daniel Corley, you should have received an invite, a little pop-up window. It says, okay, he's got the room, never mind. And Katie, I'll get you in a room with Leslie in just a moment. She's in a room right now with somebody, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anybody else need a breakout room other than the investigator? And I'll get Mr. Nez, or I remember who it was.
It was Pedro Hernandez, I believe.
Pedro. Okay, thank you.
And if I could get into the Sweeney Moore breakout room, please.
Okay, sure. You're gonna go into 1.
Okay, thank you.
You'll get an invite right now.
Lori. It's Joanne.
Yes.
I think Mr. Ramirez also needed to do a short form on that Tori Leal, and the girls had said he was there in custody as well.
Yes.
He already has Katie, so that way he can get appointed to the other ones.
Okay, I think, does the judge do that one? I do
don't-
civil usually. I'm not 100% sure. Let me check. I'll check with Jennifer. I'll step away real quick and find out.
Okay, sounds good.
Just
Thank
give me
you.
an order to sign that says that she's appointed to all of them. It's fine.
Okay. And who does that, Judge? Is that the clerks?
I don't care. The clerk, adult probation, the coordinator, Ms. Roberts, she's the one who'll get paid, so.
Okay. Stephanie, this is Joanne. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have that short ordered form, or is that something I need to go fill out?
I don't have one with us. I thought the attorney was gonna fill one out.
Okay. I'll wait till he gets back because I think he's interviewing him now.
I had stepped away. I didn't hear that.
I was just asking the clerks if they have one of those short order forms, but I think Mr. Ramirez is interviewing him already, so. Oh, no, Mr. Ramirez is still there.
I'm gonna get y'all the short order form.
Okay, thank you, Lori.
Sylvia Rodriguez is with her client, Mr. Nez, in the breakout room. So as soon as she's done, then I can get the Mr. Ramirez and Mr. Hernandez in the breakout room together.
All right,
Okay?
thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll get that form out here in a moment. I have to find it and get it. I don't care about statements. Judge, I posted that short order appointment in the chat for you. Hopefully you received it correctly. Frio District Clerk, I have that signed order appointment for Katie Roberts on the Tori Leal case, but I'm not sure which one to post it on.
We got it directly from Judge.
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect. I didn't know if he had sent it to y'all.
Got it.
I hadn't
Thank you.
received it from him. Thank you.
Thank you.
Leslie, I have Mr. Baez that needs to speak to. I think, I don't know if somebody else is ahead of him. I'm not sure. He wants to go over dates with you.
Okay, that's fine.
Who else needed to speak to Katie? I mean, to Leslie. It was like Katie Roberts, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me get Katie in first, and then I'll put Mr. Baez in the next time.
Thank you.
Leslie, can you just go back to room 2, or do you need me to do another breakout room for you? I can't hear you.
Sorry. Yes, I can go back to room 2. I'm going right now.
Thank you. Katie, if you'll go into breakout room 2. Mr. Baez, I'll get you there in just a moment, okay?
Thank you.
And Investigator Ramirez, as soon as Sylvia Rodriguez and her client are done, I can get you in a breakout room with the Hernandez.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Also, can you post the address where you want me to send the affidavits to when I'm done
I
with?
think, are you gonna just do it when you speak to him? Because I think you can just post it in chat.
Well,
I think it goes to the district clerk's office, I believe, but I think the judge will, review it in chat, I believe. I'm sorry, I don't do the criminal side so much, so.
yeah, I know I sent it to some address last time I did it, but I can't remember where to. Either the clerk's office or to you.
I think it would probably go to the district clerk's office, but district clerk, is that correct? The affidavit of indice, or does he email it to our office first?
I need to see it. Okay, and are you doing that on a computerized form?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, can you save it as a PDF or print it to a PDF?
Yes, I can save it to a PDF. Yes.
Okay, yeah, just post it to me in chat and let me know it's there.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
And I'm waiting to get him a breakout room, Judge.
I understand.
Lori,
Yes.
I'm sorry about the confusion. The one that the screen's on, those are going to the inmates. So we'll leave it as is, but the black screen is our original one.
Okay, the one that has a Frio district clerk with a ceiling, that's gonna be the inmate one?
Yes, you're
And
correct.
then the one you're talking on is the one you want me to change to Frio County District Clerk?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Let me do that now. So on the Frio DC, I can go ahead and get the Hernandez in there so he can talk to the investigator?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Judge Wilson, JW Power and Frio County are back from our conference.
All right, where do we stand?
All right, as for JW Power's motion to compel, we were unable to come to an agreement related to the order. So I believe we're going to each submit our own orders on the motions to compel and motions for sanctions.
Okay.
And then we've agreed on the language for a confidentiality and protective order. But I believe, and Mr. Swinney will address more specifically, there is still some dispute related to their motion to compel. But there was also some confusion related to the purpose of today's hearing. I believed it was a docket entry hearing. Mr. Swinney believed it was a hearing on the merits. So I believe, other than some additional commentary on his part, we would like to reset that hearing on the merits for some time in the near future. But I'll let Mr. Swinney speak more specifically.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. I thought we had a hearing on the merits on the motion to compel second RFP today. I am willing to defer to Mr. Moore and not try by ambush, though I don't believe this is an ambush, if he is not prepared to go forward on that, if we can arrange for a rehearing in the near future. I think that our dispute boils down to the application of the attorney work product privilege. It is the defendant's contention that this court has already ruled and overruled on that issue, and therefore it is not an issue. And that even if it hadn't, you would find that it's not an issue. I believe that the issue is one that's highly legal in nature, and the court may benefit from a briefing submission on the point. And so while I am happy to present it by purely oral presentation, I would also invite the opportunity to submit written arguments as well, or we can do both. We can submit written arguments and schedule another hearing in the near future, which is probably the most pragmatic thing to do.
I mean, that sounds appropriate. I don't want to have to do things twice. Mr. Moore, are you objecting to that procedure or?
No, Your Honor. I have no problem just having this heard by submission.
All right, why don't you let's do it by submission, and then if I think I need to hear from you, I'll let you know.
That's certainly fine too, Your Honor. With regard to the competing orders on their motion to compel, I'll be glad to submit that commentary in writing as well, or we can talk about it right now.
I'm happy either way.
I mean, if we.
I apologize, Your Honor.
Okay, we're talking over each other, and I'm doing it too. Mr. Moore?
I was going to say, Judge, I can share my order, and Kirk and I have, Mr. Swinney and I have discussed. I've actually added a little bit of language that might allay some of his concerns, but otherwise we can figure it out here with your help and get one order entered today.
Okay, if you will each post to me in chat your proposed orders, I'd appreciate it.
Pardon me, Your Honor, this will only take about 15 clicks of the mouse. I posted our order as well as a transcript of the prior hearing, Your Honor.
Mine was I was just told that mine was not allowed.
I think,
Okay, it has to be a PDF.
Oh, that's why. I see. All right. I think mine just went through, Your Honor.
Okay, and I'm downloading them. You know, if not every day, every week, there's something I've never seen before on Zoom. And Mr. Moore, it went back and inserted your download. Everything's always been chronologically from the oldest to the newest. And it went ahead and inserted your chat message with your document, which has a later timestamp above Mr. Sweeney's. Just that doesn't screw anything up, but I don't understand how it just does one thing. I mean, the computer ought to be, you would think, consistent.
Sometimes I swear, Judge, these computers have developed some measure of self-awareness.
All right. And whose motion was this?
This was mine, Your Honor.
All right, so I'll let you go ahead, sir.
So, you know, as far as the court's orders were twofold and simply twofold, and the agreement of the parties was twofold. You ordered us to amend our deposition notices to specify contention inquiries, and you ordered them to produce. Now, we discussed in a breakout room some other, not, I wouldn't say conditions, although I think Mr. Sweeney would say these were conditions on the order. I don't necessarily believe that they were. We agreed that we would withdraw our motion for sanctions, and they averred that they would not waive any potential privileges moving forward, to which, of course, we're not going to make them agree to waive something that they don't even know yet. So our order reflects that. It says we will serve an amended deposition notice, which we've already given them the topics, to which, you know, when we serve our amended notice, they can object, and that they need to produce someone who has the best knowledge related to the topics they believe are not objectionable to testify. The language that Mr. Sweeney wants does come from the hearing transcript. Specifically, it says defendant does not waive any privileges, shall provide a witness to respond to matters of inquiry to the extent a lay witness can respond, and the matter is within the knowledge. Of course, that's always the obligation under the rules. So what I've added since Mr. Sweeney and I were in that conference room is if his concern is that somehow he is agreeing or the court is ordering something beyond what is allowed under the rules, which I don't believe that's the case, I put subject to the rights afforded under the Texas Rules of Civil Procedure related to objections and the production of witnesses, defendant shall produce a witness to respond to the topics identified by plaintiff. I expect we're going to probably need to have a hearing on any objections related to our topics. And in fact, my suggestion is going to be that we actually conduct the deposition in your courtroom or somewhere in the courthouse where we have access to you to rule on what I suspect to be attorney-client privilege objections and other what we believe to be spurious and frivolous objections in either real time or close to it, because we don't want to have to come back around on this again and again. But as it relates to the order itself, I mean, this is what the court said it was going to order. We amend, they produce. Of course, we understand they're not waiving any privileges. Of course, we understand they're not waiving their rights under the rules. But that's dicta. That's a declaration. That's not an order. We've agreed that we withdrew our motion for sanctions. We don't need an order on that. We've already withdrawn it. We understand they haven't waived their privileges. That's not the subject of an order.
Okay, all right, Mr. Swinney?
May I share screen, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, are you able to see this document that's begins the court? Yes, actually, hold on, et cetera.
Some, yes. It's not very big. That's on page 37 of the transcript you
Correct.
uploaded. It would probably be easier for me to just go to that. Now, is that numbered 37?
It is.
Okay.
It is page 37.
Okay. Yes, I see it.
And if I may, Your Honor, I announce to the record on J.W. Power's motion to compel the deposition, the order will simply state to the effect that J.W. Power will renotice Frio CAD with specific points for inquiries on contention. Frio CAD does not waive its privileges, but will do its best to produce a witness that can respond to the extent a lay witness can respond. That's the topic. Now, I understand that they might notice this for a second deposition on different topics that are not contentions. That's outside the scope of the motion, outside the scope of this hearing. But the agreement was they'll announce for specific points of inquiries on contention, and that Frio CAD will not waive its privileges, but will do its best to produce a witness that can respond on those points of inquiries on contention. Well, we did not agree to produce a witness to respond on any and every topic that the plaintiff might think of. And in fact, I think they're going to notice this on points that have nothing to do with our contentions. Court down at the bottom. Okay, Mr. Moore, is that your understanding of the agreement? Mr. Moore, yes, it is, Your Honor. Therefore, we have proposed an order that I believe states exactly what was stated in the record. J.W. Power shall serve an amended deposition notice on defendant for a representative to testify on specific contention inquiries. The defendant does not waive any privileges, but shall provide a witness to respond to the matters of inquiry to the extent a lay witness can respond, and the matter is within the knowledge of the defendant. Again, I think that parallels the agreement that was announced into the record. My concern is on Mr. Moore's order, as it says that we're going to produce a witness to respond regardless of what they designate. And that was not the agreement. Again, I understand they might serve a second notice of deposition on this that might have other topics. That's outside the scope of this discussion. And so I submit, Your Honor, that the order that we have prepared and submitted does track the agreement that was announced into the record, was agreed on in open court, approved by this court, and we respectfully request this order be signed, Your Honor.
May I respond real quick, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Because I want to make sure, because I don't think Mr. Swinney is explicitly saying, but he's certainly implying somehow that we are backing out or otherwise not honoring our agreement on page 37. But I do want to draw your attention back to the first bit that he quoted. It says the order, this is on 37.5 through 7. It says the order will simply state to the effect that J.W. Power will renotice Frio CAD with specific points for inquiries on contention. That's what the order is to state. The rest is the other agreements that we made that are not related to the order. We're withdrawing our motion for sanctions. They are not waiving any privileges. Those are not that. The order was to simply state, will amend with specific contention topics, and they will produce. That is simple. That is what the order reflects, what our order reflects. Their order contains dicta that's unnecessary. And frankly, I believe is outside the scope of, as he said, the discussion related to what is to happen on our notice and their production.
Again, Your Honor, the order submitted by the plaintiff does not limit itself to contentions. It just says topics and then orders the defendant to respond. And that's what we object to. Again, we may be able to respond to different topics, but that wasn't the subject of the hearing, not the subject of the agreement, not the subject of the order.
Okay, I'm going to remove the very last sentence from Mr. Swinney's order and then sign it. I think that's what I ordered. I hope that there's not a further disagreement.
Sounds good to me, Your Honor. And in regards to the deposition, if we were to want to take the deposition in your courtroom, how would we go about doing that?
Okay. There's no particular likelihood I'm going to be anywhere near my courtroom.
I mean, and then I guess the alternative would be, when we notice this, is there some ability of us to have you on call or be able to just have you on notice that it's happening? So if there's an objection we need ruled on in the moment, we can get a hold of you?
No. The reason I say that is I'm not going to presume that there's going to be any bad faith questions. I'm not going to presume there's going to be any bad faith objections. And I don't want to get into a habit of making myself or a visiting judge or somebody available unless and until we have a case where possibly it's been shown that by a track record, that's what's going to happen. And even then, I would prefer to handle it by sanctions.
Okay.
No.
Understood, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and let me ask the district clerk's office, which one did you want me to post this to? The Frio district clerk with his
Yes,
space?
Your Honor, you're correct. The Frio district clerk spelled out.
Okay. And I will also. All right. Send copies to the attorneys. Get there. Okay, I've just sent both the attorneys and the district clerk a copy of the order that I signed.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I make one other suggestion on our briefing that we set a deadline for submitting to the court on the second motion to compel?
Yes.
And I propose next Monday, a week from today.
That's what, is that the 24th?
I believe that's correct.
All right. We have no objection to that, Judge.
Okay. Then it is set.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Your
you,
Honor.
Judge.
I believe that will do us for today, if we may be excused.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you for your time, Your Honor.
All right, let me look at this affidavit.
Mr. Lamerson, you need to speak to Pedro Hernandez, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, assuming everything turned out correctly with the affidavit of indigence. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm just posting that.
And I guess the Frio County, can y'all put him back in that Frio DC room then?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Right. Mr. Lamberson, I'm posting a copy to you also.
I see it, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Anything else?
Judge, I think we have a couple of people that have dates. Mr. Baez needs to come undo his mute. He represents Jesse Reyes.
Right.
He's ready for trial, and I gave him the 525, 610, and 719. And he's indicated that for himself, the 610, he's got a vacation letter on file. So I told him his client would need to appear at all of those settings unless you want to do something differently.
We can,
I posted a second set of dates, Judge. I don't know. I kind of gave them to Katie Roberts and then Mr. Baez as well, if you want me to post those dates.
Yeah, I don't see him, Lori. I might have been in a breakout room. So can you do it one more time?
Yes, I'm sorry. I think I just gave that to them, to
Oh.
everybody, but I'll post it here in a second. Let me do that.
yes, the next set of dates is fine.
Okay, so if they want the dates after that, that would be okay?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have an objection to that either, so let me just see what they are.
That is 727, 810, and 927.
727, 810, and 927?
That's correct.
Did those work better?
For me, they do.
Okay, then we can put that. That'll work. We can take the other ones off.
727, 810.
And 927.
All right. If you'll post that, sir, in chat, sir, in the cause number, name, date format, as soon as you've done that, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Lori, is that what Katie got for Tori Leal?
I believe she was, she had to leave and she's going to the courthouse, so she'll sign back on here shortly.
Okay.
I don't think she posted them actually yet, but said she need to go talk to her clients.
Okay.
She said she wasn't able to get ready by the 25th of May.
Yeah, well, that's Tuesday, so I totally see that.
Okay, and what's going on with Mr. Nez? Is he still here?
I don't know, Judge. He has dates already, the 525, 610, and 719, and I don't know if Sylvia left.
They're in a breakout room.
Oh, they're in a breakout room. Okay. So that was the guy. He didn't appear for court the last time we were there. He is in New Mexico. So we called an ISI, but we asked to hold it to get him to appear in court in person today.
Right.
And he has appeared. And so now I think Ms. Rodriguez wants to have those conditions amended, at least to the part about where he can go home to New Mexico.
Right.
That's correct, Judge. I'm sorry. And sorry, Ms. Carranza, I was in a breakout room with Mr. Nez.
That's okay.
He's still in the breakout room. That's the only condition, Judge, that he basically indicated to me that before he left back to New Mexico, he talked to his bond person and then he talked to the Justice of the Peace, and they both wrongfully told him, oh, it's okay, you can go ahead and go.
Okay.
But I told him that that was incorrect, Judge.
Okay, so if there's any, are you just going to submit an agreed order? Is there any dispute I need to resolve?
There's no dispute. I'm in agreement with it. And I don't know if I think she might have e-filed a motion in order.
I did.
But
Thank you, Ms. Carranza.
Yeah, but I'm okay with it.
Okay. All right, I'm going through everything?
If you want, Judge, I can repost this on chat. It just indicates the motion to
Please.
modify is filed and be heard and is allowed to reside in New Mexico. I'll send that to you right now, Judge.
That's great.
Okay, Vanessa.
And then Judge, Mr. Fausto Sosa represents Jose Nunez. And we're just giving the dates of 5/25, 6/10, and 7/19, I think, right, Mr. Sosa?
That is correct, Your Honor. The only thing is that I have a problem with the 5/25 date. And I was gonna file a motion for continuance, but Ms. Carranza asked me to maybe just ask for it now, so that we, the pretrial, we can have it on 6/10, but it's going to be a plea, Your Honor. He was sentenced, the gentleman was sentenced to serve 46 months and 3 years of supervised release thereafter. And he hasn't started serving his sentence.
Okay, and when is he supposed to report?
The problem there, Your Honor, is that the BOP sends him a letter. Mr. Nunez is there in court. The Bureau sends him a letter and tells him, and it's within 2 to 3 months from the day that he gets sentenced. And he was sentenced in late April. Yeah, late April. So it hasn't been the 3 months, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Unless we have I want dates for a docket call and jury selection at a minimum, unless we have a jury waiver. So if we have a jury, I mean, I'll probably, I'm sure, approve the continuance, but we're going to go ahead and leave it set for that unless we have a jury waiver.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll file one.
Okay, and well, I need to approve that with a defendant online.
Okay, he's there right now, Your Honor. If we can just.
Okay, and do you have a jury waiver form? We can just.
It should be the same form that we use here in Webb County, Your Honor.
All right, so if you want to.
That he's aware that he has a right to take this before a jury, and that.
Yes, if you'll get him to sign one of those, it can be electronically in a breakout room, or if the clerk's office will print off a copy, then I'll get that approved and we can set it take it off the jury track and set it for a plea.
Well, I just wanted to pass the 5/25 date, pretrial date, the new date that was given to me.
Okay, if you don't have any pretrial motions, that's fine.
There is no pretrial motions, Your Honor, and I don't anticipate filing any pretrial motions.
Okay.
It's probably easier to do it this way.
All right, well then let's just set it for whatever the docket call and jury selection dates are.
Which is
That'll be 6/10 and 7/19.
7/19. And I certify as an officer of the court, Your Honor, that we have no motions to file.
Okay. We're just doing this to try to get things cleared up. Here's Mr. Hernandez, your attorney is appearing.
Excuse me, Your Honor?
I was just letting Julian Hernandez know that his attorney is appearing.
But it's not Julian Hernandez, it's Jose Nunez.
Right. There's another gentleman here whose attorney just signed on.
Oh, sorry. So we were done, Your Honor?
As soon as you've posted in the cause number, name, date format, the dates that you have, yes, sir. Just post that in chat to everyone so that we have a written record of it.
Okay, that we only have 2 dates, the disclosure and the disclosure date and the trial date, and that we have no motions, and therefore we waive our pretrial hearing date.
All right, sir. And again, if you would just post that to everyone in chat in the cause number, name, date format, that way we print out that we keep a copy of the chat, and since you don't have a physical reset form, that way people change attorneys, we have a record of who was agreeing, knew they were supposed to be in court when.
Okay. All right, Your Honor, I'll do that right now. That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, after you post that, you're free to go.
Mr. Nunez, the same thing. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
I have emailed my lawyer and he hadn't emailed me back and I.
Okay, no,
I mean,
he's
I don't know-
online, sir. He's online.
Oh, okay.
All right, Mr.
And
Flores.
I did not receive an email this morning. We have filed a motion to withdraw, however.
All right, is it set?
The motion to withdraw?
Yes.
Oh, we just filed it on Friday. I was hoping to withdraw today, Your Honor.
All right, I'll ask Ms. Riley to put you and your attorney and your client rather in a breakout room and confer. And if there's an agreement on that, then I'll sign off on it. Otherwise, it needs to be set.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Hernandez, if you'll accept the breakout, Julian Hernandez and Mr. Polarize, breakout room 6.
And Ms. Rodriguez, I just posted to your assistant a copy of the signed order. Oh, well, maybe I hadn't saved the changes. Let me post it again.
And Your Honor, just real quick, I see that on the docket, it has pretrial date of 5/25, docket call of June 10th, and jury trial of July 19th. Do I post those in chat?
Does it already have those dates?
It has, what it says setting, and then it says PT plus PT 5/25, and then it has those dates on the docket.
She's
But-
already on the jury track.
Okay,
Okay.
then he already has those dates, then you're just, you don't need to post anything. It's just remain on docket unless you're changing it.
Okay, no, sir. Those are good dates for us. I'm just gonna wait to hear from Ms. Carranza.
Okay.
Ms. Carranza, should we continue to confer and I just get off and then you let me know before the next setting or?
Yes, I'll get back to you on it, Sylvia. We're done for today, though.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I do want to remind Ms. Carranza and the court judge, I will not be appearing on the May 25th. I actually have a vacation notice on file.
Okay.
Does my client, will it be on Zoom, Judge, or will he does live in New Mexico, will he have to appear on that day?
Is that Judge Ellison's docket or mine?
It's yours.
And he does not need to appear.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. We'll get it done. And may I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ms. Carranza. Mr.
bye-bye.
Ness, thank you, Mr. Ness. If you can please contact my office via phone and you can get off. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am. All right. You guys have a good day. Thank you.
God bless you.
Do I just exit out? Do I just exit out?
I just leave it and they'll take care of it. Somebody
Okay.
else might need it.
You guys have a good day. God bless you.
All right. And what were y'all able to get settled?
Yes, Your Honor. We've agreed that I'll withdraw from the case, and I believe he may need an appointed attorney, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, are you able to afford to hire another attorney in this case?
Not at the moment, sir. I told him I gotta get out my job.
All right,
And,
you're
just haven't been
breaking up.
able to get back on it.
All right, you're breaking up. I'm gonna ask you to get in
I
touch.
said I got it out.
All right, I muted you, Mr. Hernandez. I need to ask you to listen. I'm gonna ask you to get in a breakout room. with Investigator Ramirez with the Texas Rural Legal Aid. That's the Public Defender's Office. And he'll ask you to get with you to fill out a court-appointed attorney affidavit. And if you're eligible, I will appoint an attorney to represent you today. And counsel, let me ask you, are you aware of any conflict with any other defendants in Frio County?
I'm not aware of any right now, Your Honor.
Okay, and that I mean with Mr. Hernandez, so I ought to be able to appoint the Public Defender's Office?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that you should be able to.
Okay, all right, I will, let me see if I can do breakout rooms. Yeah, I can never tell when that's going to happen.
I can do it, Judge.
All right, well,
Did you?
I just moved them both to breakout room number 8. So some days I can do it as co-host, some days I can't. All right, Mr. Hernandez, you should have received an invitation to breakout room number 8. If you would join that, I'd appreciate it. And counsel, have you already filed an order somewhere to be released?
That should have been with our motion, Your Honor. That should have been a motion and an order filed.
right,
I think they're filed separately. I'll check with my staff.
Okay. All right. If I come across it, I will sign it.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Gloria or Stephanie, this is Joanne.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Do y'all show if a notice or a clerk's letter went out to that Mr. Ramirez, that Hipolito?
Yes, we sent it on May the 4th.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Pardon me, Judge, may I approach?
Yes, sir.
As it relates to Mr. Pedro Hernandez, we're going to reset for arraignment to next week on May 25th. I've conferred with the prosecutor. We need a copy of the discovery. Hopefully, theoretically, we can get it resolved on that date. As it relates to, we need a waiver of arraignment on file, and we can't figure out, or at least I can't figure out how to coordinate that today, but we will get it on file when we're in person on the 25th.
Okay. All right, I'm going to ask you to hold on because I'm assuming that, Julian Hernandez will be eligible, and that, and if you want to talk with him whenever he gets up, well, he's in a breakout room with your investigator right now. I'm assuming that he will be eligible too.
I'm in no rush, Judge. I'll be happy to wait around.
All right. All right, I need to step away for a moment. Does anyone have any announcements?
Judge, I guess I'm not sure what all we're waiting on. I see Mr. Lamerson here. Is he just waiting to see if he gets appointed on Julian Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm waiting for.
Because I think everyone else has left and Katie's got her dates, so I didn't know if we could.
Oh, okay. What dates?
Katie's got, well, do you want to go through the docket?
Sure, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Ippolito Ramirez, Nisai.
Nisai, Jesse J. Reyes, 727, 810, and 927. Tori Leal should be the 727, 810, and 927.
Okay.
Julian Hernandez, that's the one we're waiting on. I guess to get appointed to TRLA. Jose Antonio Nunez has 610 and 719.
Right.
Pedro Hernandez has 525 for arraignment.
Right.
Tori Leal, 727, 810, and 927.
Right.
Ashley Luna has 610 and 719, so she's remained on the docket. Tori Leal, 727, 810, 927. Conrado Cuevas has 610 and 719, so he's remained on the docket. Blaine Philip Nez has the 525, 610, 719. Both he and Ms. Rodriguez have been excused from the 525.
Do you want me to take it off the 525 then? So
Please.
Yeah.
just build
Would you-
safe side?
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay.
And then Tori Leal has 727, 810, and 927.
Okay.
And then on the civil docket, can you just let me know, Judge? I know the top case, I didn't hear what that one was.
Okay. I signed one order. They're going to brief something else by submission because one of the attorneys said he wasn't ready. The next two, I think there was an issue with service and it's reset on request.
Okay, and then the last case, that one,
On the add-ons,
yes, sir.
affidavit in order to be e-filed. They want to do that by submission.
Okay.
All right, well, Julian Hernandez may have lots of income. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Ms. Kronza, you're excused. I'll either give him a date to hire if he's not eligible, or I'll appoint TRLA and then they can get just a monitoring date sometime in the future.
Okay, I'll call Miss Riley later this afternoon. I got to get to Catula.
Sounds good.
Thank you. See you guys later.
All right, I
Bye-bye.
shall return in a few minutes.
Bye.
Bye.
And Ms. Cavazos, we're finished with you if you want to take off.
All right, Judge. See you tomorrow.
Judge, is probation excused as well?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right. So how does Julian Hernandez fare under the guidelines from TRLA?
We believe he qualifies, Judge, but we just need the court to sign off.
All right. All right, I just posted the signed order appointing the public defender's office to Mr. Lamerson and the clerk. What kind
Thank you,
of
Judge. I'm going to
date?
post the reset dates right now into the chat. I was going to reset for the standard trial docket dates, and then I was going to ask if Lori could put me in a breakout room with Mr. Hernandez, who I know is still on the chat.
All right, what dates are you calling standard?
The standard, the 525, 610, and 719.
Okay.
I would prefer if we could get a different date for the pretrial, because obviously I haven't seen any discovery yet, this and that. And I didn't know if any others were available, but those are the standard dates we understand.
Okay, well, the court's calendar is posted online.
I don't think there's another pretrial date prior to the June 10th docket call date, but I did give a second set of jury trial tracking dates.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Those dates are 7/27, 8/10, and 9/27.
7/27.
8/10 and 9/27.
My apologies, Laura, I didn't see that.
From
I will, if I, okay with the court, I will repost with those dates, as obviously that's going to be a bit more conducive.
That's fine. And what dates, my computer just hiccuped and the dates I had down for Tori Leal vanished. What dates did he have?
7/27, 8/10, and 9/27, but I don't think Katie's posted that yet on her cases. But those are the dates I had given her earlier. I think she's still talking to her clients.
Lori, she's just leaving the courtroom. She's going to her office and she'll be posting it here shortly.
Okay, Mr. Lamerson, you want to go ahead and put you in a breakout room with Julian Hernandez then?
That'd be very nice, Judge. And Judge, we don't need to excuse after that. I can just tell him he can exit after I talk to him, correct?
That's fine. Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm gonna put you on breakout room 1. Mr. Hernandez, you're gonna get a little pop-up window to go to breakout room 1 if you'll accept that, please.
Lori, I talked to him. When the judge is back, I'm gonna ask that, I don't think we have anything else, me and Mr. Ramirez, so we're gonna ask to be excused.
Y'all are excused.
Yes. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
I posted those dates. If anyone's still listening, I'm sorry. I slipped my mind earlier.
Okay, I see them. I think there's
Thank you.
just 4 of them cases. Found my docket.
Yes.
All right, what's going on?
It's 927, Katie, not 928 as well.
927. Oh, did I
Yes,
write 928?
927.
I have
Yes.
927 written down. I just apparently typed 928. Sorry.
That's no problem.
My waiver of arraignment on that will have the correct date though, because that's where I wrote my dates.
All right, so do you want to post that in chat and I will sign it, or?
Sure, I can do that. I forgot that you do that. If you'll give me a minute, it'll take me a minute to get it scanned at my office and get it sent to me.
Go ahead, that's fine.
Okay.
Judge, I don't know if you have other dates. I had sent out a request about bench trials in September. I know there's some holidays and there's some conferences, and then the end of the year and early January. I don't know if there's some dates that you and maybe Judge Ellison are planning on taking off. I don't know if your calendar's updated that far in advance, but I don't want to say anything if you know that you're going to be taking off anytime.
Let me look at my calendar. I'm having. Let me look at my phone calendar.
Okay. I've got like 4 requests for bench trials.
All right, and let's just say for the moment, nothing in July.
No dates off, you mean, or don't set anything on Fridays?
Don't set anything on Fridays.
Okay.
I just broke down and bought myself a new computer because Justin there ordered me a computer finally to replace the one that didn't work, and it's about this big, and I'm going with this. So I'm going to take my old laptop that I'm on right now and get all my personal stuff off of it, and I will just use it as a I will just use it as a, darn it.
I think you already have a July 9th special setting on a criminal case, just FYI.
All right, and I don't have access to that on my computer right now.
Okay. But I won't put anything for you for July.
Thank you.
I did post the waiver of arraignment.
Yes, I'm signing it.
Okay.
We also posted the KPS failure to appear on Ippolito Ramirez as well, Judge.
Oh, okay. And I heard y'all discussing that he was sent a notice like on May the 2nd or something.
May the 4th, Your Honor.
Judge, did you get that, I think it was a motion for bond from Silva Rodriguez's office on Blaine Nez? I tried to pull it up. She sent it to everyone, but it was corrupted, it appeared to be. I don't know if you saw that in chat. I don't know if I need to contact her and tell her she needs to maybe e-file it and get it to you.
Lori,
Yes.
we do have it in e-file, so we
Oh,
can
okay.
send it to y'all here in a little
All
bit.
right, please, yes, because I didn't see it, but
Okay. We got it over here, Lori, so we'll go ahead and send it to you in a little bit. And it was signed by the judge.
Oh, it was, okay, I wasn't sure.
okay. Well, good. I already did it then.
Okay, good.
I've signed a lot of stuff on the judges this morning. Okay, I just posted the NISI order. So is that it?
I think so.
I think so. All right.
I think so.
Okay, well then everybody's excused. We'll see you later.
Thank you, Judge. And you just let me know at those dates later. If you put them on your calendar, then I can certainly get them off of there.
Okay, I'm gonna try and go start working on getting that new computer set up.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, sir.
I was gonna say, we
Thank
gotta
you,
do-
Judge. Because they're saved.